Hey guys, it's Talk to Meshif here.
And I'm Axion, and we have a 1v1 on Scrap Station. The Blue Zerg, NinteenCentz, which you may recognize from an earlier pretty epic game of his that we cast, versus the Red Terran CaelSix, CaelSix. I'll find something like CaelSix, I think. Looks like a little friendly banter going on about the league. We are going to be seeing a gold versus platinum. And I'd like to thank NinteenCentz again for sending this in. We're doing our best to cast the replays in the order that they come in. So if we haven't gotten to you yet, don't worry. We're working as hard as we can to get to everything that comes in, and because we really do want to try to cast as much as we can without any sort of discrimination against, against the league or the skill, because we're all about learning. So we want to cast from bronze all the way up to platinum, and who knows, maybe even a diamond.
Yeah, definitely. Again, NinteenCentz, definitely our favorite baller with a Z instead of an S in his name. So that's very cool, very hip these days. So again, thanks for the replay. Hope you enjoy our early cast of you, and you get another one. I think you're probably the first player that we've casted the second game of. And for those of you who have sent us replays that we haven't casted, give us time. We got a little backlog of games to get through, and a bunch of people sent us multiple games, so we're trying our best to give everyone a fair shot and at least cast one game for everyone. But we see the refinery going up at the same time as the barracks for CaelSix, so maybe he's going to be planning on using that gas for some early marauders or maybe even reapers. I'm not sure exactly what he has planned there.
Yeah, Reaper's not great on this map, just because that rush distance is really incredibly long, and you can't cut through the middle without breaking down those rocks. But it does look like the spawning pool is about to finish for NinteenCentz. I'd say this is, natural-wise, this map favors a Zerg, because they can easily get this natural. The rush distance is very long. But with the air distance in between the two, Banshee play can just be absolutely obnoxious from a Terran player, as well as drop play. So we'll have to see what happens there, because it does look like CaelSix has two refineries up, although only one SCV mining out of the one on the left. So we could be seeing a quick Banshee here, as it looks like NinteenCentz's Overlord is probably going to escape. I think he should make it out of there.
And we see a proxy eBay, actually, on the, if you look at the left side of the map, going down by CaelSix. I don't know if he was just, doing this to prevent the early expansion by NinteenCentz, but he does have 4 early Zerglings to, take out the SUV, take out that building, clear the way for an early expansion if he does indeed decide to do that. As we see him getting his second extractor down, as well as a spine crawler, so he's getting some kind of, static defense up front. But the spine crawlers are pretty good because, you can move them down. Once you spread the creep, you can move them down and use them to protect kind of both entrances here. You also have, the debris here, destructible debris in the backside, but you can definitely, static defense isn't terrible to defend these two bases, as well as the Roach Warren, which is just about to complete.
And it looks like we have a factory halfway done from CaelSix. I don't think the Overlord is going to spot it. I'm really curious what he's going for. He throws down a bunker. Kind of an interesting place for a bunker, but I guess if you're not going to wall off, why not throw it there? Be interested to see if he's going to go for siege tech, or if he throws a starport down after the factory to try to get to quick Banshees.
Yeah, good.
A Baneling nest and a lair from, just point that out, NinteenCentz at the moment.
And if we look at these Zerglings, they are working away at the destructible debris at the entrance to CaelSix's base already. So he's going to try to take that down early before, CaelSix has a chance to realize that it's gone. So he'll, won't be able to expand as easily when he decides to. So I like that play, put those Zerglings to use, leave one at the watchtower and send the rest to, do some damage. He's either going to sacrifice one up here to get a scout in. Let's see if we take a look at his vision. He did see the bunker in the barracks. He still hasn't seen the factory in the back, which is pretty well hid there, except for the fact that the Overlord from NinteenCentz, should slowly be making some rounds back in here in the back, peeking in the back of the base, just to see if he can see any buildings, as we do see a tank coming out of that factory.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always good to have your Overlords positioned kind of near the edges, especially of a map like this. And you can easily just fly in near the SCV line and then go out see if he's hiding any tech. We have Metabolic Boost down from NinteenCentz, as well as an Evo Chamber and 10 Zerglings coming out. I would like to see him getting his expansion right now. He does have 300 minerals, and he goes for the in-base hatch again. 19Centz, you are a crazy, crazy man.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I think my computer just is lagging just a little bit, but hopefully that is the end of it. It's pretty hot right now, but we should be okay. And yeah, the in-base hatch, we saw him do that last time. As I think his brother got on the YouTube channel and commented that, saying that his brother, aka 19Centz, loves to go for the in-base hatch, as it allows him to produce an army a little more quickly, put units together. So interesting play. Getting some family involvement in the strategy. I definitely like that. And we see a bunch of Zerglings moving out across the map now, going to take a big, pretty much going to finish off the destructible debris here. And I don't think CaelSix has much defense right now. He's got a bunker, a couple tanks, and a couple Marines and one Marauder. But if 19Centz spotted this and got a few roaches or a few more Zerglings out, he might be able to push in.
Yeah, you could definitely flip around here near the right side of the ramp and go around the barracks, avoid the tanks, and pop into the SCV line. I'm still curious where CaelSix's strategy is going at the moment. He is erecting some turrets, probably out of fear for mutas. I would like to see him maybe sack a Marine or an SCV or toss down a scan there into 19Centz space. But he has a lot of gas right now, 900 gas, and he's managing his minerals very well. He's always hovering about anywhere between 0 and about 150. So just enough to get those tanks up with the 2 racks that he is running. But I'd really like to see this gas put to more use. He definitely could have held off on it if he's not planning on using it. There's a little confrontation with some Banelings rolling in. They take out the bunker, and they take out maybe one Marauder, and one down to very low health. I would say that's an okay attack. I would have liked to see him throw in some Zerglings with that. Get the Banelings and Zerglings mixed in there, unless he did transform all those Zerglings into Banelings. In which case, I think he should have either waited for the Zerglings or the roaches he has coming out. Because Banelings are great at busting stuff, but you want something to reinforce them once they do that incredible amount of splash damage.
Yeah, and if we look at the supply count now, Axion, I think we've got CaelSix at 52 under 59, and 19Centz at 46 under 52. So that was definitely an interesting attack. CaelSix has thrown up a bunch of. It's kind of funny. They both thrown up a bunch of anti-air, 4 missile turrets for CaelSix, and a couple whatever these are, spore crawlers. I couldn't remember the name, for 19Centz in the back of his base. So he's got a little bit of oversaturation here with his drones. I would say even. He should definitely think about getting those. Taking this expansion, as it is fairly easy to defend. Spread the creep. He's doing a pretty good job of spreading the creep. And now he finally has some roaches working on these destructible rocks in the middle of the kind of bridge here across the map.
Yeah, he's definitely cut all SCV production at the moment. He's got this base fully saturated, so looks like he's pretty committed to this one base kind of throw up with tanks, push out with a Marine Marauder ball with tanks strategy. He has the minerals. I would really like to see him expand and move these tanks down here, maybe positioned outside of these smoke vents. And I mean, he hasn't done much scouting. Scouting is always key. It always sucks to lose to something like, we don't know the outcome of this game, but if we look at these roaches of 19Centz, they're just hammering down the rocks in the middle. Burrow is being researched, as well as an expansion going up for 19Centz. But it's just really unfortunate to lose due to a fail in scouting. It makes me angry because, it's something that's it could have been prevented. It's simple to scout. Sometimes you forget it, but, it's critical. I don't think he knows that both of these sets of rocks are down in the middle.
Yeah, and I really like that 19Centz has been spreading creep here at the natural expansion for CaelSix, and also up here at the island expansion. So, he's going to know when, if and when, CaelSix tries to take the island or tries to take his natural. And if we look at pull up the army tab here, we've got CaelSix at 75 out of 75, and 19Centz 67 under 86. So, they're fairly close. I believe if we look at units lost, pretty close. 19Centz is, 100 resources behind, but that's not a huge deal at this early in the game. But we do have a bunch of tanks here for CaelSix. The positioning on them I don't think is the best. If he's, he should be starting to move them out, especially to protect his expansion. When he does get up, he's kind of let this Overlord sit here and spew creep. So that he really should think about, sending out a few Marines.